Welcome to SCN Corporate Connect. I'm Greg Greenberg reporting live from the New York Stock Exchange. And today I'm here with Seth Farbman. He's the CEO of eSignature. Welcome, Seth.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Seth, blockchain and new technologies are changing the way stocks and bonds are changing hands in places like the NYSE right behind us. But before we talk about these new technologies, tell me about what eSignature does, your role in the process.
So eSignature fits right into the environment of public companies when you're dealing with shareholders who need to transfer their stock. And they need to get what's called a Medallion stamp guarantee to verify that they are who they say they are. And the traditional method would be that they would go into a bank or an institution, get the stamp and be done. They're finding that harder to find, and so that's where technology comes into play, where we can validate them online and provide them the Medallion stamp they need in order to transfer their securities.
So who are some of your clients? Who do you serve?
So really the opportunity is to service any shareholder who has a security who needs to transfer it. So we've had the opportunity to service those shareholders who have stock in anything from Snapchat to Verizon to Boeing to Starbucks. It's really an opportunity to be of service to the industry as a whole.
And one would think this is a pretty competitive space. So what makes eSignature better? Are you faster? Are you smarter? How are you going to win business?
So right now we're the only ones in the industry that can provide an online solution. As banks more and more decide that this is not the space that they want to be in, and who blames them? In other words, it's not necessarily their core product. We're the only ones that have this solution to provide to the investors on an online basis.
All right, so if I'm a company with a stock trading on the floor behind me, I go to eSignature, what are you going to do for me? Why should I give you my business?
Well, that shareholder really is coming to us because they have no other solution. And so they'll go online, provide some information. Our technology will validate that they are who they say they are, and they have the right to transfer the stock that they're looking to trade or to transfer. And through our process, we'll be able to provide that Medallion stamp that they can then take to their transfer agent to complete the process.
So you're making it safer because there's a lot of identity fraud out there.
That is the key. In other words, people always say to us, well, oh, notary and a medallion are the same thing. Let me be clear, they are not the same thing. A medallion provider, such as ourselves, we take on that potential liability for fraud, and we're happy to do so because we know we have the technology to back it up.
Now, how does blockchain and those new technologies I talked about before change the playing field?
I think that's happening in real time, and some of the technology we're working on is addressing that, because at the end of the day, blockchain is really going to be at the core of who is the person that's transferring those shares, and how do you prevent identity theft? So we'll see where that plays out over the next couple months.
Now, you're a lawyer, and then you got into this business. Can you talk about how quickly the regulatory agencies are able to keep up with what's going on?
You know what? Every time we think that we have some time to breathe and really just spend some time and develop, it comes behind us fast and furious. So, you know, both as a stock transfer agent dealing with ICOs and dealing with blockchain, or in the medallion business dealing with online and identity protection, it is coming fast and furious, and we're just trying to stay ahead of the curve.
All right, and then finally, where is eSignature going to be next year at this time?
So we think that there's a tremendous demand for being able to validate the identity for foreign shareholders. And that's both on the New York Stock Exchange side and in general on all the exchanges. They want to know that the foreign shareholders are who they say they are, and we've been working on technology that's going to allow us to verify that to a comfort level that everybody's happy with.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Seth.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
And thank you for watching SCN Corporate Connect.